Remember those like massive travel guides?
Yeah.
We used to lug those things around
Oh.
with the, the dog-eared pages and notes scribbled everywhere,
Yeah, absolutely.
trying to decipher maps and, find that perfect pastry shop.
Right.
Well, those days might be gone because now we have everything at our fingertips.
Yeah.
Travel planning apps and websites have changed everything.
It's amazing how quickly we went from like meticulously planning every little thing to having, algorithms figure out where we should get gelato.
Exactly. And speaking of those travel apps and websites today, we are taking a deep dive into one of the biggest players out there.
Okay.
Google Travel.
Google Travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like it's always been there, but I'm sure it's had its own little journey to get to where it is now.
Oh, it has.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're going off of a Wikipedia article for this one.
Oh, okay.
And I think you might be surprised by some of the things we found. So
All right.
buckle up.
I'm always down for a good origin story.
Right.
Especially when it's something that millions of us use all the time.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with Google Travel? Did it just appear one day, like fully formed?
Well, not exactly. So, it's a website now, right, for planning tricks and stuff.
Right.
But back in 2016, it was actually a mobile app called Google Trips.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And was this just like another one of those booking apps or?
No, not even close.
Oh.
Okay, so picture this. You're in Rome.
Oh, right.
You're surrounded by history and culture and, all the amazing things that Rome has to offer.
Yeah.
But instead of spending all of your precious vacation time doing research,
Right.
Google Trips would just give you a curated itinerary.
Oh, wow.
They would guide you from like those ancient ruins
Yeah.
to those hidden little restaurants that only locals know about.
So it was really about the experience.
It was all about the experience.
Not just getting you from point A to point B.
Exactly.
Okay.
It wanted you to get the most out of your trip.
That's cool.
And get this, at launch, they had complete day guides for over 200 major cities.
Wow. That's a lot of data. Did they pull, like, from other Google stuff, too?
Oh, for sure.
Like, they knew everything.
They knew everything.
Okay.
These weren't just random generic itineraries.
Right.
They tapped into all that Google data,
Oh, yeah.
algorithms, all that stuff to personalize your recommendations.
Okay.
And it would even suggest things to do based on your interests.
That's really cool.
Like I said, it knew everything.
Yeah.
It would even pull your reservation details.
Oh, wow.
Flights, hotels, even that dinner reservation you made months ago.
From your Gmail.
Straight from your Gmail.
That's awesome.
And it would just organize it all for you.
That's so much better than, like, those travel folders.
Oh my gosh, yes.
With all the paper spilling out.
Remember those?
Yeah.
It was basically like having a personal travel assistant right in your pocket.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So if this app was so great, why ditch it for a website in 2019?
Well, you see, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right.
I mean, Google Trips seemed like it had it all figured out.
Yeah.
So why the switch?
Yeah.
Well, in true tech world fashion, it all comes down to evolution.
Okay.
Some might even call it a little bit of app versus website rivalry.
Oh, yeah, that old debate.
Right.
Trying to get that specialized experience with an app
Yeah.
versus just having it accessible anywhere on a website.
Exactly.
It's tough.
And don't forget, this was 2019.
Right.
We were well into the era of smartphones by then.
Yeah, smartphones everywhere.
But maybe Google was starting to see the future of travel planning a little differently.
Okay.
Because in their announcement, they did mention that they wanted to integrate some of those trip planning features from the app
Yeah.
into Google Maps.
Oh, into Google Maps. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense, though, if you think about it.
It does.
Like, Google Maps is already so central to, like,
Oh, it is.
everything.
For so many people.
Yeah, directions, restaurants, finding EV charging stations. Like, if they can work all of that travel planning stuff into there,
Right.
it just makes it easier for everybody. Yeah.
Exactly. Instead of having to switch between two different apps,
Right.
you've got this one place for everything.
Yeah.
And let's be real for a second.
Okay.
We've all experienced app fatigue at some point.
Oh, yeah. Too many apps.
Right.
Way too many apps.
But it also makes you wonder about, that switch from the app to the website.
Yeah.
Like, how does that affect all the data
Oh, that's a good point.
and the user experience and all of that?
Yeah, because they're trying to predict what we want
Right.
before we even know we want it.
Exactly.
And then they've got to respond to how people actually use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
It is.
But with Google Maps,
Yeah,
like, they're already pulling so much data from that anyway.
that's true.
So it's like they're using it to build an even more personalized experience,
Right.
but within something that people are already using.
Exactly. And just think about all of the data points that they must be working with.
Oh, no, it's a lot.
All of our search history,
Yeah.
the places we've been
The
to.
restaurants we look up.
I know.
It's amazing what they can figure out
Oh.
from that.
It's a little scary, but also kind of cool.
Yeah.
It really is.
So with all that data,
Yeah.
just imagine how personalized they can make things.
Oh, I know.
It's not just about suggesting places you might like based on past trips.
Right.
But like factoring in your budget.
Yeah.
Your travel style. Maybe even like how much carbon you're okay with using on your trip.
It's like having a travel agent who knows you better than you know yourself.
Exactly. It's crazy.
It's a little wild. It's kind of like we're on the verge of this whole new way of planning trips.
Yeah, it really is.
We've come a long way from, those old static itineraries.
Oh, yeah.
And just getting the same recommendations as everyone else.
Right. It's definitely an exciting time to be traveling.
It is.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, even though we don't have like all the details about the Google Travel website right now,
Right.
just seeing how Google Trips has evolved, it says a lot about where things are headed.
Yeah, it really does.
It shows that we're moving towards these like more integrated and data-driven travel experiences.
For sure. And the experiences are way more personalized now, too.
Exactly.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder what the next 10 years will bring.
Oh, I know, right?
Will AI be planning our whole vacations for us?
Oh,
Who knows? But I think for now, at least,
yeah.
the real magic of travel is still in our hands.
Right.
We have more information at our disposal than ever before.
It's true.
So we can really craft those unique experiences for ourselves.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think technology has really given us the tools to be more than just tourists.
Totally.
We can really dive into those local cultures now.
Yes.
Connect with other travelers who like the same things we do.
Absolutely.
And like you said, find those hidden gems that make a trip really special.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
So as we wrap up our deep dive on Google Travel,
Okay.
I'm left thinking that technology might have changed how we plan our adventures.
Yes.
But it's that human desire to explore and experience new things that really makes travel so amazing.
It really does.
So what will you discover in your next adventure?